Hey guys, this is me, exile Russian from Baku, Azerbaijan. Yes, I had to leave Russia just because I made this announcement about that I'm just against the war in general. I'm not going to call this military operation as our Russian government want to, and this is a real war. Russia invaded and started a war against Ukraine, and Putin is just a bloody murderer who is just going to kill citizens of Ukraine and, of course, soldiers who are trying to protect those citizens. So I came here to Baku, which is the capital of Azerbaijan, a country which used to be a part of Soviet Union, and my plan was actually going to Georgia, but it appears that borders with Georgia are closed. I mean, those borders that you can cross on a bus or train or just by car, and it was my plan, and I didn't know this. So I came here just knowing nothing about this country almost, that known only that it used to be part of a Soviet Union, and many people they speak Russian. This is really true. I think 50% of population here they speak Russian, or at least they can understand or they can speak English. So I'm not lost. Everything is okay. So my first plan was going to go to Georgia at Tbilisi because right now this is the best place for Russians to stay because there are so many protests which I really want to take part because Russia also invaded Georgia in 2008, and so there are so many anti-Russian protests, Putin protests actually. So I bought my plane tickets for March 12th. Today is March 7th as far as I believe. Right now I'm staying in a hostel. I've met so many Russians of my age actually. Some of them are kind of a little bit older, but not really more than 30 years old. And they all feeling really lost. They just don't know what to do next because they just had to leave Russia because of their position about this war, because they don't support this war and they don't support Putin. And right now all of the people who are protesting and who are speaking out in Russia are in danger. And not many people, not all people understand this, unfortunately. But those who do are safe right now because they got chances to get out of Russia. Actually, I've met a girl yesterday in a hostel. There are so many Russians just coming and coming and coming. And yesterday, I met a girl from St. Petersburg, and she was flying from Moscow to Baku also, and she got asked on the passport control by FSB agent. FSB used to be ex-KGB, so basically she got asked by KGB agent about like, oh, where are you going? Why are you going there? What's your plans? Like, are you going to Georgia? She said, no, I'm going to Baku. He said, no, you're going to Georgia. I know this, and they all are afraid that all of the young Russian people they go into Georgia and they go into build a strong some community with people, and it's different. They're gonna protest a lot. This is what I want to say, and they don't. Of course, they don't want those protests to get any bigger. And so they're trying to stop people to kind of afraid them. But actually, yeah, many people get asked. I didn't get asked, even though I've deleted everything from my phone, because they used to check your phone for your Telegram activity or any other activity. For example, for your messages with your friends. This is what happened to that girl.
Меня зовут Лера. Привет, Захар. Мне 27 лет. Я из славного города Санкт-Петербурга. Там я занималась научной работой. Я химик по образованию и по работе. Вот. Как я уезжала из России? Когда мне сказали, что Путин начал войну, я в этом не поверила. Потом я долго отрицала внутри себя то, что Путин начал войну, а затем пришло решение, то, что нужно уехать, потому что не было ощущения, что получится что-то исправить, но было ощущение, что скоро захлопнется железный занавес, и мы останемся там навсегда угнетаемые ордами ментов и без возможности высказать свое мнение, потому что за это могут теперь дать 15 лет. И мы собрались с друзьями и решили, что нужно брать билеты. И мы решили дать себе какое-то время чтобы обдумать, 2-3 дня. И в день, когда Путин начал бомбить Донецк, и мы поняли, что все, надо ехать, надо уезжать. В паспортном контроле подошел мужчина с сальной улыбочкой в гражданской одежде и такой: девушка, пройдемте со мной. А я просто первая подошла, считай, на паспортный контроль. И он подходит меня, отводит в свой закоулок, там такая комнатка, вот, и говорит: ну, давайте, присаживайтесь. Я такая: хорошо, а почему? Я что-то не так сделала? Он такой: да нет, куда летите? Я такая: в Баку. Он такой: точно не в Грузию? Я такая: да, в Баку, город хочу посмотреть, отпуск у меня. Он такой: ага, а когда в Грузию поедете? Я такая: да не еду я в Грузию, я в Баку еду. Он такой: угу. А дайте телефончик посмотреть. И я уже слышала о том, что там что-то может пойти не так, и что там проверяют, и поэтому я не стала чистить полностью, не стала разряжать телефон, я просто удалила все, что могло как-то дискредитировать меня, что могло помешать мне вылететь. Все. Вот он посмотрел, он ввел в поиск слова таракан, Путин и что-то еще ввел, что-то типа Навального, ну что-то такое. Таракан, потому что Лукашенко таракан. И спросил, где я собираюсь остановиться. Я показала то, что у меня забучен хостел. Такой: хорошо. Вот. Но это на самом деле полная фигня, потому что рядом со мной, вот я познакомилась с ребятами из Беларуси. Вот их допрашивали, вот меня где-то минут 5-10, а их полчаса, их все вещи просто даже до шовчиков, карманы проверяли в куртках, все телефоны. У меня просто переписки посмотрели, а у них фотки смотрели. Девочка в слезы там. Она говорит: выпустите меня, пожалуйста, я лечу, я вернусь. У меня там мама, кот, коты. Он такой: у вас коты, покажи мне фотки котов. И он реально рассматривал фотки котов. То есть, знаешь, ребята сказали, что как самый ближайший друг. То есть, когда ты бесцеремонно, нагло, лично вторгается в личное пространство.
Speaking about all of the new sanctions that came in power from the West because of Russian invasion to Ukraine, they are all gonna destroy Russian economy, and they already kind of destroyed it. Many people, like, they cannot buy, for example, I don't know, like a TV. You wanted to buy a TV for 10,000 rubles. Right now it costs something about 18,000 rubles. So prices went up for different kind of electronics almost on 80%, which is kind of crazy. Also, Visa and MasterCard, they said that they're going to stop having a service for Russian banks outside of Russia. So those cards, Visa and MasterCard that you have in Russia and you registered them in Russia, they're gonna work just fine. But those cards that you have from Russian banks outside of Russia, they're gonna stop working. This is my case. I have I have a card, MasterCard, by Tinkoff. Tinkoff is one of the coolest private banks in the world, actually, and it's originally from Russia. My MasterCard, it's already stopped working here in Baku. I was trying to withdraw some cash because I didn't really got a lot of cash with me when I came here. So I was trying to withdraw some cash, and it didn't really work out because all of the ATMs, they were saying decline. I'm sorry, this operation is declined by your bank. I was really amazed because you don't really want to find yourself lost without money in another country, in another city, which is kind of big. So I'm really glad I actually went to the US and I have my American bank, Wells Fargo, and I was able to withdraw some money from that bank. So it's really nice, and I think Wells Fargo right now is the only option for me. Speaking about my future plans, I'm still going to go to Georgia, even though there are some problems with this. We got a war with Georgia in 2008. Russia also invaded Georgia in 2008. And actually, many of Georgian people, they don't really like Russians. They don't really show it usually, but right now, almost 30,000 people, Russian people, they came to Georgia, and mostly Georgian people are not happy with this. And I've got some messages, for example, on Telegram. I'm subscribed to one Telegram channel, which is kind of like, oh, we're going to Georgia, Russians, and there are something about 5,000 people. And I've got so many messages from this web chat from Georgian nationalists who are saying you are Russian, you're not welcomed here because you're running away from sanctions, not from Putin. Because if you are running away from Putin, you will already escape a couple of years ago. Which is kind of true actually. Many Russians they don't really care, and but you know those Russians who came here, who are trying to escape Russia, of course they all hate Putin. They don't like him. They don't support this war. So I just don't really realize the logic of nationalists of Georgia. But anyway, I think I'm still going to go there, even though the prices for renting they just went up really high. For example, before the war, you could rent an apartment in Tbilisi, which is the capital of Georgia, for something about $300 or $350 a month. But right now, you won't be able to find anything cheaper than $800 if you're Russian. I'm still hoping to go there and to find a cheap place because they have I don't know, some kind of relatives of my friend who is from Georgia, and maybe they can help me to rent an apartment for a price as I would be a local Georgian guy. So, also, I've met Slava from Russian Plus channel. I was actually dreaming to meet him in person, and it happened here randomly in Baku. I'm really happy just to meet him, and we also met and got a lot of conversations. Slava is a really nice guy. Slava, hey, if you're watching this. And today we're going to go and a little bit discover Baku, so stay tuned. So I accidentally ran into Slava in Baku, which is Slav from Russian Plus channel, and it was pretty random because like I was actually I was kind of dreaming to meet you in person because Natasha told me so many things about you, and here we're together in Baku. How do you like Baku right now?
Small world, let me tell you. It's a wonderful city. I've been here for a few days and I like it so far. I think it has those Russian vibes and Turkish vibes all in one city, but it's a pretty busy and interesting place so far.
Yeah, so that's right. How do you like people here? Is it hospitable?
They're pretty friendly.
Very friendly.
I would say they're pretty friendly. Not over friendly, but you know,
okay.
just enough to make you feel comfortable.
And people speak Russian, so it kind of makes you comfortable to travel.
Right. I would say about like 60-70% speak Russian very fluently. Some people don't, but then there's always English, so you can always use English.
What's your plans in Baku? Are you going to film this or?
That was a plan. That was a plan to make a video about Baku and Azerbaijan, if I can do it, you know. But Baku for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Slava.
No
It was
problem.
really nice to meet you here. Like really randomly, but it's cool. Yeah.